Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of the English Story Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm John. Today's episode is for anyone who's ever said, I have big dreams, but I just can't seem to get started.
Yep, you've got the vision. Maybe it's writing a book, starting a YouTube channel, hitting the gym, or learning a new skill. But when it's time to take action, you end up scrolling Instagram or binge watching Netflix instead.
Sound familiar? Yeah, us too. But here's the thing, you're not lazy, you're just overwhelmed, and that's a big difference.
Exactly. We're going to talk about why this happens, how your brain tricks you into staying stuck, and more importantly, how to trick it back.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple 3-step formula to turn your ambition into real action. No hype, no hustle, you just need the right approach.
So, whether you're driving, walking, or lying on the couch debating if you should start something, stay with us. We're about to change how you think about ambition and action forever.
So let's get into the real question. If you're so ambitious, why does everything feel so hard to start?
Right? It's frustrating. You have goals, you care about them, but the energy to act just isn't there. And it makes you wonder, am I lazy? But guess what? You're not.
This is where psychology comes in. Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort and seek pleasure. Anything that feels uncertain, challenging, or energy draining, your brain labels it as a threat.
Exactly. Writing a book? That sounds like a lot of effort. Going to the gym? Tiring. Starting a side hustle? Risky. So your brain says, let's do something easy, like scrolling or watching a show. It's not about being lazy, it's about protection.
Let me give you an example. Say you want to learn a new language. The goal sounds exciting, but when you sit down and think about memorizing vocab, grammar rules, pronunciation, your brain panics. So you back off.
Or you want to get your finances in order, but the idea of budgeting, tracking, cutting expenses, it feels like too much. So instead, you buy something online to feel better. It's a cycle.
And here's the kicker. Ambitious people overthink more. You dream big, so your goals feel big. And big goals feel overwhelming. That's why it's hard to even start.
But here's the shift. We can outsmart our own brains. We just need a better system, something that takes the pressure off and makes the first step feel easy.
And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. 3 simple ways to stop stalling and finally do the thing.
All right, let's jump into our first strategy. Make it small, like really small.
Here's the deal. Your brain hates big, vague tasks. When you say, I want to write a book, your brain pictures 200 pages and goes, nope, too much. Let's nap instead.
But what if the goal wasn't write a book? What if it was just write one sentence? Suddenly, it's doable. It's quick. You don't need to be in the zone. You just need a pen and 30 seconds.
This is called the microtask mindset. Break your goal down into the tiniest possible action. Something so easy it feels silly not to do it.
Let's try a few examples. Want to start working out? Forget the full routine. Just do 5 squats.
Want to learn coding? Don't commit to an hour. Just open the learning app.
Want to clean your room? Don't deep clean. Just pick up one sock.
And the magic is, once you start, it's easier to keep going. Psychologists call it the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain naturally wants to finish what you've started.
It's like when you write one sentence, and suddenly you're halfway through a paragraph. That's momentum. That's how real progress starts.
So if you've got a big dream, break it down until the first step feels laughably easy, then do just that, over and over.
Progress doesn't have to be loud or dramatic, it just has to be consistent. Small actions repeated daily are what build the future you want.
All right, ready for the next strategy? Let's talk about routines, because willpower is not the vibe. Okay, so you've taken the first small step. Awesome. But how do you keep going? That's where routines come in.
Yep, routines are your best friend when it comes to turning ambition into action, because they take willpower out of the equation.
When something's a routine, you don't debate it. You don't say, should I work out today? You just do it because it's built into your day.
Think of routines like training wheels for your brain. They guide you forward, even when motivation's gone. And the key is to start easy.
Let's say you want to write every morning. Set your notebook on your pillow the night before. That way, when you wake up, the decision is already made.
Or if you want to eat healthier, prep one snack ahead of time. You're way more likely to grab fruit if it's already washed and ready.
Even setting a 10-minute block in your calendar every day for project time can work wonders. It's not about doing everything, it's about showing up.
And don't get caught up in perfect routines. Start with realistic ones you can stick with even on your worst days.
Exactly, a solid routine beats random bursts of energy every time. Show up consistently, even imperfectly, and the results will come.
All right, so we've talked about small steps and simple routines. Let's wrap it up with the one rule that gets you past procrastination in seconds.
You already know it. It's the 2-minute rule, and it's genius.
All right, we've saved one of the most powerful hacks for last, the legendary 2-minute rule. This one changed everything for me.
Same. So, what is it? The rule is simple. If a task will take 2 minutes or less, do it right now.
It's designed to break that mental resistance wall. Your brain can't argue with just 2 minutes. It's too easy to say no.
Want to start journaling? Just open the notebook and write one sentence. Want to clean your room? Pick up just one thing. You'll find that once you start, your brain says, hey, this isn't so bad. Let's keep going.
And even if you don't keep going, you still made progress. You still showed up. That's a win.
Exactly. The 2-minute rule removes the pressure. It doesn't ask you to be perfect. It just asks you to begin.
Think of it like pushing a boulder. The hardest part is the first shove. After that, it rolls. The same goes for any task.
And here's a bonus tip. Reward yourself after those 2 minutes. Listen to your favorite song, sip a good coffee, watch a funny video. Give your brain something to look forward to.
That reward loop makes starting feel good instead of scary. And when starting becomes easy, taking action becomes a habit.
Okay, so let's recap the 3 steps in one sentence. Make it small, build a routine, start with 2 minutes. That's it.
And now, let's challenge you to do exactly that, because we've got one final message to wrap this all up. All right, friend, let's be honest. You didn't listen to this podcast because you don't care. You listened because you do.
You have big dreams. You want more out of life. But sometimes that ambition feels like a heavy backpack. You want to run, but it weighs you down.
The good news: you don't have to sprint. You don't need a perfect routine, massive energy, or constant motivation.
You just need to take one small step. Right now. Today.
Write one sentence. Do 5 jumping jacks. Open the book. Clean one corner. Whatever your dream is, start with 2 minutes.
And after you do, celebrate it. Be proud. Because you're not lazy, you're just someone learning how to move forward differently.
Your future isn't waiting for motivation. It's waiting for action. So go do one thing, just one, then come back tomorrow and do it again.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more mindset changing episodes coming your way.
See you next time, and remember, start small, stay consistent. You've got this.